just got a Stipple iron, or whatever you're gonna call it, wood burner. It's on right now, heating up. And I've been doing a little bit of stippling. My mag holster. So this is the first time using that small of a little bit. So you can see some of the gaps and stuff in there. I didn't do too good of a job, but it was alright. But then I went over to this side. My second pass, I took more time, went a lot tighter, and it turned out way better. This turned out pretty awesome. Feels good, I like it. I did the bottom parts of my mag, the little mag extension for my M&P shield. So that plastic is a lot different than the holster for the mags, but it doesn't look too bad, especially from far away. It feels good. So I did that. I did my Spectre. I went and ruined it. No, but I used a bigger bit for this one, and it was the first one I tried, so I did that first. Then the bit broke off in the iron, so I had to drill it out, and then I put that one in and got it to go in and thread, but I don't even want to mess with taking it out, so I'm gonna get a whole nother one. But anyway, I did up there, so it looks alright. Kind of looks like shit right now, but I'm gonna clean it up, probably repaint this white so that I can have white again, paint that white and just have the texture. But it feels good, feels nice. I did the undercut in the bottom, so it's pretty nice. Like you can see, it allows me to get my finger way higher. It doesn't look it, but it feels really good. It feels really nice. Feels like I can get the web of my hand way higher, and it's pretty awesome. So today I'm gonna do my son's M&P BB gun. So I'm gonna just follow the backstrap lines and do that, and give it a practice, another good, on this. And then when that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and do my shield. I'm gonna go ahead and do this on the back and do the front and get that going. That's my $40 Kydex holster I got off of Amazon. So, all right, here we go. All right, so here we go. So I think I'm just gonna maybe try to do this outline first. Ooh, you can see that's pretty gnarly. It burns in there pretty good. Alright, so if you can see that, pretty bad, pretty hodgepodgey. So let's see if I can just start stippling and clean this line up a little bit maybe. I think maybe that's the thing to do, is just stipple the line instead of trying to cut it first, maybe for me at least. But see, this stuff, it's so hot, you just, one little loop, and that's all you need. So as you can see, that little bit. Just takes time. All right, time for a time lapse. Alright, so I got a little bit done. So it's definitely a different plastic than the other stuff, but it's turning out pretty cool. I think my son's gonna be pretty stoked. He wants it done like his popses, so feels good. Texture's nice, man. I can't believe I was kind of a doubter with the whole stippling thing, but man, it's like it's grippy, but it's not like grip tape on a skateboard where it leaves your fingers dry and ashy or anything. Like it's nice. It's pretty awesome, and I really dig the look. It really changes up your pistol, so I'm pretty stoked. So I'm gonna flip it over and start on the other side. Go for it. And that was my son farting. But I think I'm gonna try instead of the line, just follow this line with my stippling. I think is gonna make for a little cleaner line. I can almost liken this to, like, if you've ever piped icing for cake, it's kind of similar to that, because the way it melts in and creates that little circle and the plastic bubbles up, it's weird. It kind of feels like you're piping the top of a cake. It's the only thing I can liken it to. And definitely holding the tool. I need to get one of the ones with the bits that curve that's more ergonomic, so you can just tap it like this and not have to hold it straight up and down. Because holding it straight up and down is a little more difficult, and it gets your holes a little oblong. But it's okay, because it's looking all right. It's feeling all right. I got a little wire brush for when it gets too dirty. It'll start smoking and just kind of clean off the little excess. But this is definitely, you just got to do it to learn it. If you're scared to screw up your guns, get some mags. I practiced on the bottom of my Glock mags. I don't know if I have them handy, but I stippled those and just tried stippling everything I could plastic. I even did, I don't know if you can see this, but right there in my toolbox, started just hitting all types of plastic just to see if I could get the hang of it, get the feel for different plastics and things. So it's all a learning curve, I think, and you just kind of got to do it. So I'm going to do this, and after this I'm going to go for stippling my shield. I'm going to do my shield next. So another time lapse. So I got the back strap all stippled for my son. Not too bad. I don't think it's too shabby. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to do this by looking, but yeah, I mean, I think it looks pretty good. You did the back. I'll see what he wants to do, if he wants the front done, but got all that done. Feels really good. I am a fan of stippling. It's not too bad. I don't think it's, I think doing this line first, and then stippling in that line wasn't as clean as just going on a line. So I think when I do my shield, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, and then take a little more time. This was rushed. I don't know. This maybe took me 15 minutes or so. Maybe 20 minutes. I don't know. But I'll probably won't rush my shield as much as this one. I just kind of wanted to get a feel for what it's like. Your hands definitely will cramp up and get lame. But I think I'm gonna... Do you want me to do the front of this? Or you just want the back done?
What kind of front? Like...
Just that part. You want
yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna do this part. A little more practice, a little more time lapse, probably. So, interesting fact, this plastic on the front feels slightly different than the back. Like, on here I gotta push a little more. This I kind of let the iron do the work. This one I'm kind of gotta get a little push going. I don't know what that's about, but a little bit of progress in the last 5 minutes. But it's definitely, I don't know if I can get the camera to watch, but it's definitely a labor of love doing this, that's for sure. And any tips I can give you is just, it's such a quick little motion, a little zip, zip, and you just have to do it because you'll feel it. It kind of sizzles in, and you kind of get a rhythm of how many, you know, little tiny milliseconds it's in there, and you'll feel it, and you'll feel, you know, vibrations in the iron, and you'll know that it's sizzling right in, and then you just keep it going. And if you get spaces between the little dots, I'm finding that you can just fill them in later, and it'll kind of won't, you know, it won't be as symmetrical. You're gonna have random little dots places, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I look up all these, you know, professional stipplers and the stipple jobs that they do, and you can pick out flaws in each and every one of them. So I mean, I don't think there's a real perfect way to do it. I think some people maybe take more time than others, and that's really the key, is just taking your time. Like right now, see, I'll take my time, and I can really control how much of the plastic comes around the iron when it plunges in to make that circle. But I mean, it's as long as you can keep your outside lines pretty clean. I'm noticing that a lot of the stipple jobs that I see on Instagram and on the internet and, you know, YouTube, I'm finding that if you can keep this outside line really nice and clean, you can kind of screw up in the field and it doesn't make a difference. I mean, I don't think there's any real perfect way to do it, but I know that I want to get the waffle tip because I really like the way the waffle print looks on these things. And I also want to get a couple different, I have a few different ones that came with this little kit, but like I said, this thing is broken. I'm not even going to try to get that out of there because I know I just cross-threaded it in to get it to stick. So I'm going to leave this iron strictly as this size. Then I'm going to order up another one off of Amazon. They're like, you know, you can get a cheap one for 15, 16 bucks. See, I'm going to try to keep this line real nice. And then right there, like, I kind of screwed up a little, but it doesn't matter because you keep that outside line nice and clean and you're good to go. But I think it's looking pretty badass. I mean, for a guy who's been stippling for 16 hours since yesterday, not too bad. I think you just got to have confidence in doing it. And like I said, you got to stipple a few things before you just jump into it. But it's looking pretty good. My son's stoked on it. It's just going to take some time to do. But I'm going to go ahead and probably stop it right here and finish this up. And then I'll show you the end product.
finished.
Alright, so here we go. Backstrap. Front. So yeah, try to just keep the lines clean. And you can kind of go imperfect, you know, in the middle, but I mean, these guys charge so much money to do it, you know, to the trigger guard. So, I mean, I'd say that's pretty awesome for probably an hour, maybe. I think I've spent out here, and I think it looks pretty awesome. What do you think?
I like it.
Pretty good? It'll do. So yeah, I mean, that one's not the greatest because that was a different bit in my first time, but I mean, it's looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna be able to be a solid stippler. Maybe more randomization because I can kind of see like lines where I was going. Maybe do a little more random, but I mean, hell, man, I mean, if I charged you $100, would you pay $100 for that? I think so. I think people would pay like $100. Cheapest stippling around though. Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll do my Smith & Wesson. Maybe I'll pack this crap up and be done with it. But like I said, I did that one and all types of crap. So anyway, if you enjoyed it, give me a like. Why don't you consider subscribing? I'm gonna do a little more firearm stuff now that I got a little stippler. Gonna order a new stipple gun, and then I'll probably not break it because I changed the tip when it was hot. I didn't read the instructions, and so obviously metal expands. I didn't really think about that. I changed 2 or 3 tips while it was hot. Then I used one for a while, and then it wouldn't come undone, and then it eventually broke when it was cold, and so take it. And so I ended up getting that one to work just for now, but I'm gonna order another one so I can interchange the designs of the bit on the end to like try to get the like snake skin, you know, job or whatever. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, give me a subscribe. I'm gonna catch you on the flip side. So call me what you want, but don't call me late for dinner. Peace out.